Hello everyone, welcome to the Edexcel Hub. In this video, we'll be learning the variety of living organisms, which is Chapter 2 from Unit 1. In this video, we will be discussing the difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic organisms, plants, animals, fungi, the fungus cell structure, protoctists, bacteria, and viruses. Let us begin by understanding the difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic. The word eukaryotic means having a nucleus. So eukaryotic cells have a nucleus which is surrounded by a membrane, along with mitochondria and chloroplasts. The word prokaryotic means no nucleus. Thus, prokaryotic cells don't have a nucleus, nor mitochondria or chloroplasts. Plants. All plants are multicellular organisms, which means that their bodies are made up of many cells. Their cells have chloroplasts, which help carry out photosynthesis, of which the products are the storage carbohydrate called starch, which is found inside plant cells, and the sugar called sucrose, which is transported around the plant and is sometimes stored in fruits and other plant organs. Animals. The animal kingdom includes invertebrates and vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals that have a vertebral column or a backbone. Invertebrates don't have a backbone. Invertebrates would include sponges, mollusks, worms, starfish, insects, and crustaceans. Vertebrates would include fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Animals are multicellular organisms. They gain nutrition by feeding on other organisms. Their cells lack cell walls, which means that their cells can change shape, which is crucial for organisms that have to move from place to place. They store the carbohydrate called glycogen in their cells. Fungi. This kingdom includes unicellular and multicellular organisms. Unicellular fungi, which are the yeast cells, have many different types of yeast cells, and they can be found on the surface of fruits, in soil, water, and even on the dust in the air. The multicellular fungi are the mushrooms, toadstools, and molds. Fungi cell structure. A mushroom or a toadstool is the fruiting body of the fungus. Under the soil, the mushroom has many fine thread-like filaments called hyphae. Mold, which you would usually find on bread or oranges after the expiry date, under certain conditions, is like a mushroom, but it doesn't have a fruiting body. Instead, it consists of a network of branches of hyphae. This network of hyphae is called a mycelium. Molds feed by absorbing the nutrients from dead material. The way molds feed is called saprotrophic nutrition. This is when organisms feed on dead organic material by secreting digestive enzymes onto the food, which break down the food substance into small soluble substances like sugars, which are then absorbed by the mold. Protoctists. Protoctists are known as the dustbin kingdom. This is because they are a mixed group of organisms that don't really fit into any kingdom in particular. They are mostly microscopic unicellular organisms, although there are multicellular protoctists that can grow to a large size. Some examples would include protozoa, which live in pond, algae, which have chloroplasts to help carry out photosynthesis. Some protoctists are agents of diseases. Bacteria. Bacteria are small unicellular organisms. There are three basic shapes of bacteria that you need to remember. These shapes are spheres, rods, and spirals. but all of these shapes have similar cell structures. All bacteria have a cell wall which protects the bacterium and keeps the shape of the cell. The cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. Some bacteria have a capsule. They have no nucleus. Instead, their genetic material is in a single chromosome, which is free in the cytoplasm in the form of a circular loop. They also have plasmids, which are small rings of DNA. Some bacteria move by being propelled through the water by flagella. Some have a form of chlorophyll in their cytoplasm to help carry out photosynthesis. Many bacteria are decomposers, and others are pathogens, in other words, agents of disease. Virus. All viruses are parasites. This is because they only reproduce inside other living cells. Viruses are not really made up of cells. A virus particle is very simple. A virus particle has no nucleus or cytoplasm and has a core of its genetic material, which is the DNA or RNA, surrounded by a protein coat. Sometimes a membrane called an envelope may surround the virus particle. But this envelope isn't made by the virus. Instead, it is stolen from the surface membrane of the host cell. Viruses don't grow, respire, respond to stimuli, excrete, or feed. They only reproduce. But that too, they only reproduce parasitically, which means they only reproduce inside the host cell. This is why viruses are not considered to be living organisms. Thank you.